Good evening and welcome to Fairless High School. All on the Falcons. Tonight the Falcons host the Canton South Wildcats. South is coached by Lucas Conley. Starting for the Wildcats, a 6-foot junior, number 2, Jack Snyder.
And Jack Snyder, also known as Poochie Snyder, number 2, is a starter. Number 3, Will Sadler, he's a junior. Number 4, Luke Johnson, he's a sophomore. Number 10, Tavon Castle. Tavon is a 6', 175 junior. And finally, number 11, Alan Hubbard Ray. Canton South is wearing their red top, red bottom. They have the all red uniforms with the, gray numbers, letters trimmed in white. Starting for the Fairless Falcons is Luke Schlaball, a 6'2 forward. He's a junior, number 23. Number 5, Giovanni Moore. He's a 6'2 forward. He's a junior. Number 2, Carson Colucci. I know you know that name from football. He's a 6'2 junior. He's a guard. Number 34, Brandon Pomnio, 6' guard. He's a senior. And his twin brother, number 24, Brody Pomnio, 6' senior as well. Welcome to the nest, folks. The Fairless theme song is played by the pep band at the moment. Lots of familiar faces here at Fairless High School. It's great to see. Some of my former teammates are on the scorekeeper over here. Lots of coaches, lots of friends. This is an awesome environment, folks. We're about ready for the tip-off. Fairless is in all white, in their all-home whites. They got the Falcon logo on the shorts. They've got blue, all white with blue letters, blue numbers. And here's the tip, and it's off to Canton South. Poochie Snyder to the top of the key across the timeline in the forecourt, kicks it right. Back up top, down low. Down low, nothing there. They kick it back out up to the top of the key. Back to Poochie Snyder. Dribble drive. Up, no good. Rebound. Tavon Castle with the putback. Another rebound. Near over the back. No call. Tavon Castle got it. Got to stick back for his first 2 of the night. Fairless inbound pass. Brody Pomnio brings it across the timeline. It's a little full court man up pressure by Canton South. Over to the left wing to his brother Brandon Pomnio. Back to the top of the key to Carson Colucci. Dribble drive. Pomnio. Canton South got a hand in there and knocked it off of Pomnio out of bounds. Canton South ball. They're up 2-0. It's 7:06 in the first quarter. Looks like Poochie Snyder will be handling most of the point guard duties here this evening, as you would expect with his quarterback background. Great down pick, dribble, little pass down low. That's another bucket for Tavon Castle. Full court press by Canton South, and Fairless gets it over across quickly. Turnover. Castle picks it up, kicks it out to 3. Poochie Snyder, 3-ball, air ball, no good. Picked up by Fairless. Here comes Giovanni Moore. He slows it up at half court, sets it up, gets it to the top of Carson Colucci. 3-ball, no good. Off the back iron, out of bounds. 6:22 to play in the first quarter. It's 4-0 Canton South. Fairless has struggled with a couple turnovers here early. Inbound from from Tavon Castle. Poochie Snyder brings it across the timeline into the forecourt, top of the key, dribble down to Tavon, turnover. Fairless picks it up. Giovanni Moore bringing it across half court, setting it up, top of the key, Carson Colucci over to the right wing to Pomnio. Pomnio, 3-ball, money! He got it! Colucci for 3, 4-3, Canton South, 5:51 to play, first quarter. Colucci bringing it across half court, kicks it over to Castle, Castle to the right, back up, top of the key to Luke Johnson. Luke Johnson back to Poochie Snyder. Poochie Snyder dribble drive, double team by Fairless. Both Pomnios on that. Dribble drive, Tavon falls to the court. And I think they called a foul on the floor on Luke Schleball. And that foul was on Alan Hubbard Ray. He's a 6'1" junior. Canton South inbounds it, top of the key. Luke Johnson. Luke Johnson kicks it back out and slows it up. Canton South has it at near midcourt. Want a full court spread here. Tavon Castle, top of the key, kicks it over to the right to Will Sadler. Will Sadler dribble drive, kicks it to the right. Back up, top of the three ball. He hit it. Alan Hubbard Ray with his first 3 of the game, and they left them wide open. Fairless on the full court. Went coast to coast, and that's a bucket by Giovanni Moore. It's 7-5 Canton South. Canton South ball. Looks like a trap here at half court. Nice pickpocket there by Pomnio. Canton South got it back, and then Fairless came back up with another steal, and Brody Pomnio is going to bring it across half court. Dribbles to the right, he's D'd up. Canton South is in a man-to-man matchup type defense here. Pomnio dribble, drive, got hacked, no call, and he made the bucket. What a shot there. Looked like a foul, no call, still got it to go. It's 7-all, folks. Canton South looks like they're going to push the pace, gets it all the way across half court. Top of the key 3, brick off the left iron by Tavon Castle, rebounded by Fairless. Here comes Carson Colucci. Colucci's a third-generation athlete here at Fairless, as well as the Pomnios. It's pretty cool to have those families represented here on the court. 3:50 to play, 7-7. Pomnio again, top of the key, 3-ball. He hit it again! Oh, that was Luke Schleball, rather, on the 3-ball. 10-7 Fairless. Poochie Snyder coming across half court here. He's slowing it up. Kicks it over to Castle. Castle to the right. Over to Hubbard Ray. Hubbard Ray kicks it back over across, and it's going to be a foul on the floor. A little bit of contact there on the dribble drive. They call that on Carson Colucci. I think that's his first foul of the game. 3:27 to play. Fairless 10, Canton South 7. Canton South ball, top of the key. Will Sadler, dribble drive, kick to the wing. He dribble drives, kick back out to Sadler. Sadler dribble drives, same play over and over. And Poochie Snyder's going to want to set up and slow this pace. Now he's going to take dribble drive, got hacked on the floor, no call. They're letting him play. Back over to the left wing. Castle got stuck, picked up the ball, looked like he traveled, no call. Double team down on the low post, and another Canton South turnover. So Fairless did a great job of help defense there. Double team on the base and forced a turnover. Both teams have a few turnovers here at this point. Carson Colucci across the timeline into the forecourt. He gets trapped at half court by 2 guys. Fumble the ball in, and a near turnover again, but Moore brought it in. Back over to Pomnio. Pomnio guarded at the top of the key. Pomnio dribble drive, spin move, kick out, 3-ball short by Schleball. And Pomnio fought for the rebound. Brody Pomnio, nearly a jump ball, fought for the board, brought it in, made the layup, 12-7 Fairless. Then Canton South comes back. Will Sadler quickly stroked a 3, no good. Pomnio, 3-ball, he got it again! Brody Pomnio hit a 3-ball. Timeout, Canton South. Full timeout, Canton South with 2 minutes to play. It's 15-7, Fairless Falcons. What a great start. C.H. Vallis and Associates is a great sponsor of ours. Lindsay's Pizza, McNeil & Sons Tree Service, FinallyHereOhio.com, and Leathernecks Nation MC. Please patronize these folks. They're local. The Stark Media pregame show was brought to you by Stark Media. The halftime show coming up will be brought to you by Finally Here Ohio. I may have a couple more guests here at come halftime that we can speak with. I will go through at halftime some of the awards that are going to be passed out as well. The starting lineup was brought to you by the Sam Center in Massillon. Just a great environment here, folks. We got former players, former coaches, former teachers, former cheerleaders. They're selling old uniforms here in the hallway. So great event. 57th season coming to a close here, nearly the first quarter into it here at the Falcon Nest. And it's Canton South ball. Fairless is in just a man-to-man full court. They're not trying to trap or anything. Poochie Snyder brings it across the timeline into the forecourt, top of the key, kicks it back over. Poochie Snyder, left wing, back up, top of the key, 3-ball, no good. Rebound by Maxwell Cochran, and he's getting all kinds of pressure. Dribble, drive, kick out, Poochie Snyder, 3-ball, no good, short on the iron. Pomnio rebounded, Brody Pomnio got in there, got the ball, and he got immediately hacked by Poochie Snyder. Student section getting into the game. I'm sitting right by the student section here. And Brody Pomnio is going to take his time, bringing it across half court. Kicks it over to his brother, Brandon Pomnio on the left wing. Back up to Brody. Back to the right wing to Colucci, down low. Nice ball movement. 15-footer, good. Brody Pomnio hit another one. Brody Pomnio has an early 12 points to lead the Falcons, 17-7. Fairless, 1 minute left to play in the first quarter. Poochie Snyder off a pick, drive, dribble, drive, went to the lane, shot a layup, and Brandon Pomnio took a charge. Great job. Brandon just stepped up, got in that lane, took that charge. Falcon ball, another turnover by Canton South. They're having all kinds of trouble getting the ball down low or getting a good shot. 17-7, Fairless, 59 seconds left in the first quarter. Pomnio has the ball at half court. He's in Fuego thus far. He shoots another 3-ball. Oh, and he a little bit strong off the backboard and iron there. No good. Turnover, Canton South. Brandon Pomnio got it. He went to the rack, turnaround, and got hacked. So Brandon Pomnio stepped in the lane off of that missed foul, 3-ball by his brother. Canton South got that board. They kicked it out. Then Brandon stepped in the passing lane, went to the rack, got fouled. He's at the line for 2. It's 17-7, Fairless. 43 seconds to play here in the first quarter. And Brandon missed the first of 2. Full house here at Fairless, as you would expect. That happens quite a bit. There's a lot of good support here, a lot of community support, a lot of student support, especially being the final game here. There will be another game Saturday. Actually, the girls will be here. I may be in attendance to get you some updates as well. Poochie Snyder now brings it across half court, dribbles down to 16 feet, passes it back out top of the key, stolen by Brody Pomnio. He goes to the rack for his 14th point of the quarter. Brody Pomnio is on fire. Canton South bringing across. Fairless in a matchup trap, full court. And Poochie Snyder kicks it over, 3-ball, no good. Rebound, Carson Colucci. Carson's gonna push it. He's got a man, he's got numbers. He pulls up at the buzzer, no good. So after a great first quarter, it's 19 Fairless, 7 Canton South. Canton South is struggling getting the ball in where they need to do, get a good shot, consistent turnovers, and then of course Brody Pomnio has gone right from the football field, going well to dropping a 14-point first quarter there. Got 48 seconds here till we get back in action. I'm going to think Leathernecks Nation MC, FinallyHereOhio.com, McNeil and Sons Tree Service, Lindsay's Pizza, C.H. Vallis and Associates. You're listening to Jeff Tyler on the Stark Media YouTube stream. Go ahead and click that like button for us. We're on many other things. We're on Twitter. We're on Instagram. We're on Facebook. You'll see posts from multiple other events in the area. You will see retweets and reposts, and we follow a lot of local players, and we try to shine a spotlight on these young men and women in our community in Stark County mainly, and we branch out from that a little bit depending. I do expect very possibly I will be down at the state finals in Dayton come March once everything happens down there. Probably won't be live on the mic, but I'll be able to give some updates on that, so look out for that in the future. And we're back here at the start of the second quarter. Pomnio comes out bringing the ball. Oh, and he made a guy fall down. Shot a 3-ball. Little bit short. Broken ankle there. And then he immediately got his own rebound, got fouled. The crowd went nuts. Turned somebody's ankle at the top of the key. And he did get fouled, but it was on the floor. It wasn't in the act of shooting. So 19-7, Fairless, 7:49 to play in the first half. And they're running an out-of-bounds play, multiple picks. Inside, down low, no good. Rebound, Fairless, back up. Daniel Sunland. I should know that name. I'm related to him. 6'3" junior Daniel Sunland for the 21-7 lead. Canton South brings it across half court, punches it down low to the big guy, Maxwell Cochran, 6'4", 270 junior. And he did a turnaround and got hacked, went to the floor, so he's going to go to the line for two with 7:30 to play. I want to thank Spirit of Stark, FinallyHereOhio.com, Leathernecks Nation, C.H. Vallis and Associates, Lindsay's Pizza, and Hilsher Clark and Electric Company. And they hit both of those foul shots, so it's 21-9, 7:20 to play in the half. Brody Pomnio bringing the ball across half court. A little bit of a reach in, no call, or letting them play here thus far, unless it's something egregious. Carson Colucci about to inbound to Pomnio. Pomnio D'd up by Tavon Castle. Double pick, high post. Pomnio dribble, drive, kick out for the three. They called a on-the-floor foul at the foul line on Pomnio. They called the foul on Canton South when Pomnio had the rock. And it's still Fairless's ball here. 21-9, 7 minutes. Quick inbound pass down to the corner. Fake. Three, no good. Dish to Pomnio for a 15-footer. Good. He's got 16 points here. Pomnio does. Triple team down on the post. Canton South kicks it back out for fake three. Another fake three. Kicks it down a three-ball dribble drive. Takes it to the rack. No good. And Fairless with the rebound. Giovanni Moore has been all over the boards and defensively thus far. Quick across half court. Setting up the offense for the Falcons. Maybe a double dribble they missed, but didn't call it. Shot up by Giovanni Moore, and I just called his name out, and he just hit a 15-footer good. 25-9 Fairless. 6:18 to play in the game. Or I'm sorry, in the first half. Nice little flex action. Fairless used to run that. I'm very familiar with that offense. Flex, dribble, drive, kick, dribble into the lane. No good. Off the iron. Fairless rebound. It is number 11, Daniel Sunland. Brody Pomnio bringing the ball back across half court. Dribble, drive, kick out, three ball. Got it! Andrew Gill hit it. Son of Andy Gill. I went to school with him as well. He hit a three ball there in the corner, wide open, and knocked it down. 5:37 to play, first half, 28-9. Falcons are sending a message on this last game. This over 57 seasons. Good back down, little baby hook by Maxwell Cochran. No good. Rebound Falcons. Here comes Pomnio taking his time, setting it up. He's got 2 picks at the high post. Back wide open. Down low to Sunland. Didn't have the handle. Got it partially blocked. No good. Canton South rebound. Nice Euro step. Good take to the bucket there by Tavon Castle. He's a 6 foot, 175-pound junior. Did not make the shot, but he's going to the line for 2. 5 minutes left. 5:07 in the first half. 28-9. Fairless is running away with this one early. The environment here, folks, is electric. Everybody's going nuts on every play. And Carson Colucci's going to get a rest. Giovanni Moore is going to get a rest. And it looks like Luke Schleball's back in the game. Daniel Sunderland's still in the game. Nice rebound there by Sunderland. And now it's Brandon Pomnio bringing the ball across half court. Down, he's going to dribble, drive, kick, thrown it out of bounds almost. Picked off by Canton South, and here comes Poochie Snyder. Kicks it out. Guy falls down, nearly traveled. No call. And Canton South had the ball by himself on the floor, rolling around. No travel call. That seems to be a lost call nowadays. As soon as kids go to the ground these days, it seems like they are calling a timeout, which was awarded by Canton South. So they take a 30-second timeout here. 28-10 Fairless. Story so far is Brody Pomnio has been on fire. He's hitting from 3. He's hitting from 15. He's dishing. He's getting the ball across half court. Got a lot of help with his teammates with a lot of rebound, a lot of good motion. Fairless runs a pretty good motion type offense. They're doing some high screens at the top, letting Pomnio decide what he wants to do with the rock after that. So far, their defense has been a lot to handle for Canton South. They've only got 10 points thus far with 4:50 to play in the first half. It's Canton South ball here. We're back in action. Stark Media YouTube stream. You're listening to Jeff Tyler. And inbound here all the way top of the key, down low. And a good pass sent in down in the low post to Tavon Castle. He did a nice ball fake, got the Falcon off his feet, and got hacked. He's at the line for 2. So far, Fairless leading scorer. Pomnio has 16. Schleball has 3. Sunderland has 2. Andrew Gill has hit a 3 ball there. It's kind of hard for me to see who's scoring. It's kind of blocked out for me on the Canton South side of the ball, but we'll get you some of those stats here as we go. At halftime, they're going to honor all the 1,000-point scorers for the Falcons. I believe there's 7 of them, and they're going to honor 3 of the teams over the years. They hit one of those 2 foul shots, and Fairless gets the second rebound, gets it across half court into the across the timeline into the half court. Both Pomnios top of the key, working it back and forth. Insert pass picked off. Poor pass there. Picked off by Canton South. They go on a fast break. And they got LeBron blocked by Brandon Pomnio at the rack. Ball back to Canton South. Anthony Stutler, nice Euro step, dribble, drive, kick down low. I'm sorry, that was Tavon Castle down low. Tavon Castle to Jordan Fitzgibbon is at the line here for 2. And he made that bucket, I'm sorry. So this is going to be a possible 3-point play. And he missed it. It's 28-14 Falcons, 4 minutes to play. Pomnio got that rebound, and he's pushing it hard. Dribble, drive, kick, pass down to the left wing. Good motion by the Falcons. Back in the lane. Giovanni Moore went to the rack hard, got fouled, and got the bucket. He's going to go to the line for the 3-point play. 4 minutes to play, 30-14 Falcons here at the Nest. Thanks for joining us, folks. The next boys game will be in the new gym. If you haven't seen the new school drive-by, they've done a lot of improvements here. They put turf in a couple years ago to the football field. They got the new school going in where the baseball and softball field was. They moved those back over behind the grade school, so Griffith Stadium is over there now. Griffith Field, rather. And that foul shot was good. It's 31-14. Fairless. Canton South has the ball across half court. Up, they're setting it up at top of the key. Down 31-14. Poochie Snyder is dribble drive, kicks it in. Lots of motion, but good defense by Fairless. And a nice ball fake by Will Sadler. Ball fake three, he hit it. That was good, so it's 31-17 now with 3:24 to play. And Canton South's in a full court trap now. Full court man-to-man rather, they're not trapping. And Brandon Pomeo brought the ball up the court this time. And got picked off. Dribble drive all the way, full court, coast to coast. Poochie Snyder for two. Fairless back in there. Ooh. And Fairless is rushing a little bit there. Tried to get the ball across half court. Guy reached in. Looks like Jordan Fitzbottom collided with the official. It's going to stay Fairless ball. Fairless needs to be careful here. They're in that full court pressure now, and they don't need to rush. They just need to get the ball clean and across half court. Inbound pass. Ball top of the key here to Moore. Moore, ball fake, dribble drive, kick out, right wing, ball fake, 15-footer, no good. Rebound Canton South, and they throw it full court. And got fouled at half court by Carson Colucci. And Jordan Fitzgibbon is going to go to the line in the bonus.
Fitzgibbon at the line, shooting one at the bonus.
31-19, Falcons still up by 12 with 2:38 to play here. Colucci has, Pomeo has cooled off a little bit. Colucci on cue, though, with a good rebound off that missed foul shot, and he got fouled right away by I think that was Fitzgibbon that fouled him, and now we're in bonus. So we're going to go to the line for 1-1. Carson Colucci here at the line. You might hear me folks say Colucci or Colucci. There's all kind of one family here, but one family pronounces it Colucci, some pronounce it Colucci, so I think this is the Colucci side of it. So hopefully that's correct. 2:30 to play, missed the first of the 1-1 rebound, Canton South. Canton South going to the lane, dribble, drive, dish down to Tavon Castle for two. So it's 31-21 Falcons. After that barrage early, they have slowed down. Canton South has applied the pressure and has been giving Fairless fits so far. Pomeo has been quiet and he's been off the ball more, and they're going to get him back at the top of the key on point. And Canton South is now trapping and fouling like crazy. No call there. Canton South rebound, and they're going to push it quick. Full court. Castle, awkward jump, missed it. No good. And great defense by Fairless. Carson Colucci went up, met Fitzgibbon at the top, and it was a great block, but it turned into a jump ball. Possession arrow with Canton South, so it's going to stay Canton South ball. 1:44 to play in the first half. Falcons up 31-21. And I think they're going to take a moment here and clean up some of the court. In true high school fashion, all the players go over with their shoes and try to clean it up that way. It's not like the Cavs where they come out with towels and wipe it all down. So they're getting that cleaned up, and they are asking for towels now to clean up some of that mess. 31-21 Falcons, 1:44 to play here in the first half. Pomeo still at 16 points in the first half. Fairless got out to a big start early. Canton South has now applied some pressure, full court pressure, starting to do some traps at half court. And it's kind of given Fairless a little bit of a fit here lately. And there's another turnover by Canton South. Fairless has the ball, crossed half court. Dish over to Luke Schleball, top of the key. Pomeo back over to Colucci. Lots of pressure D, lots of fouling. Not sure the defensive player is complaining he's being held, but he's on defense. Not sure how that can happen. Colucci did a good job avoiding a turnover there and drew the foul, so he's at the line for another 1-and-1. 1:27 to play, and he got to first. 32-21, 1:27 to play.
That's so awkward.
And that's Carson Colucci's first point of the game. And the second one up, and nothing but nylon. 33-21, Fairless. 1:25 to play. Palmio going to pick him up at half court on the defense here. Canton South across the timeline into the forecourt, kicks it over to Castle. Castle to the right. Back down in the high post to Corey Knoll. He's now into the game. Throws it over to the right wing to Will Sadler. Sadler up top of the key to Castle. Castle dribbling around, not sure what to do here. Back to Poochie Snyder. He's going to slow it up. And now Tanner Bunish is in the game. Picks his up. Back over left wing. Poochie Snyder 3-ball. Looked good the whole way. And that is wet. 33-24 Falcons after that 3-ball by Poochie Snyder. 39 seconds. Looks like Fairless is going to go Fred Neal here and run the clock out at the end of the quarter. Nope, they're not. They're going to go in. They're going to push it in, and they're going to score. Great assist there from Brody Palmio into Brandon into the low post. Bucket's good. 35-24 Falcons. 20 seconds left. Brandon Palmio giving fits to the offensive player here on D. Another 3-ball up in the air, no good. That's off the back iron. And here comes Palmio. Dribble, 3 seconds, 2 seconds, 1 awkward shot, no foul. No good. So after a very high-paced, energetic first half, it is 35 Fairless, 24 Canton South. Canton South had 8 fouls in that half. Fairless had 7 fouls. Pretty even there. 35-24. Let's see, leading scorer for the half was Brody Palmio with 16. He started out on fire. Then for Fairless, we got Giovanni Moore has 7. And then several Falcons have 2 and 3 points, respectively. Balanced scoring there by Canton South. Again, like I said, I apologize. It's hard to see the scoring there because it's kind of blocked out. I may be joined by somebody here once all these ceremonies happen. And this is when they're going to honor some of the top 1,000 players, 1,000-point scorers. I'll go through that here in a moment. They're setting up the pep band. And pardon me, folks, I'm just trying to get some folks on air with me. I got Jim Misaki actually heading up here. Got about 9 minutes before the second half starts, and it's going to be cool here for me in a moment. Have a childhood friend and coach. How you doing? Good, good. Let me get Jim set up here, folks. What's up, brother? What's that?
Message that I was good or no?
I didn't see it, but it's all good.
Doesn't matter.
You want on too?
No, I'll listen.
All right. You want to just listen? You can listen. It's all good. And folks, I am joined by childhood friend of my buddy. Jim's writing some stuff down here for me, but Coach Jim Misaki, he played here. He played in the early mid-'80s. I've also got Bobby Copeland on here. He's listening to us. We'll see. It's good to see you both, Jim. How you doing?
Hey, we're doing good tonight. Come out and watch FHS play and Canton South. Good basketball, good tradition.
Bobby Copeland, welcome, brother.
Thank you very much.
Thanks for being on with us, man.
Thank you.
This is a special night for us. I had Coach Youngman on earlier. Had Dirk Green. I don't know if you know Dirk Green. He was on here earlier with me as well. And it's just a special night. This is the 57th season.
Wow.
57, wow.
Isn't that crazy? 1966, first year, and I was trying to do some math and figure out how many games has been played in here when you figure out varsity, JV, boys, girls, freshmen. Somewhere around 3,300 games I think has been played in this. But Jim, you guys were on the same squad, right? You played together.
Yes, we did.
Give me some of the good memories from when you played.
Well, so the first time I played in here, Fairless was always good for open gyms in the summer because that's where you learn how to play. And remember my first time I was in this gym, as a 14-year-old freshman coming from a parochial school with population of 2.
Right.
And
from St. Clement over there in Navarre?
From St. Clement, Navarre.
Yeah.
And got a rebound once, went to put it back up, and Matt Hollinger went to block it, and his elbow went straight to my eye, and all I saw was blood.
Oh, man.
So great start to it, and it was just playing, better people, the competition, playing better than you, getting your teeth kicked in a little bit, and then learning the game of basketball.
So Jim Penland, Hollinger, they graduated 81, is that right?
Matt was a year older, I believe, than Jimmy.
Yeah. Okay.
Jimmy was 2 years older than me and Bobby.
And then, so you guys were 84?
Yeah. We were 84.
Okay.
I think Jimmy was 82 and Matt was 81.
But you played,
if I'm not mistaken.
You were playing some varsity at that point, right, with that squad?
Yeah, I played. Matt was out, but I played with Jimmy Penland before the three-point line, which was a shame for him.
Well, I was looking at some of those numbers and some of these top scores with Jimmy and Hollinger both played before that. I mean, Hollinger's on the over 1,000-point scoring list with no three-ball.
Yeah.
Different game now, of course, than what it was then. A little bit more inside game. What I was fun to see tonight was seeing some kids play high school ball and shoot some 15-footers. You saw quite a few of them earlier. I don't see that much anymore.
No. Not at all. Because and what Popovich say? What Pop say? Can't wait for the 4 and 5 point line.
Right.
You know what I mean? So when's it coming?
Right.
So because that's what they look for.
And Bobby, you were the same year as Jim.
Yeah.
As well. You were guard on that squad.
Guard, forward.
Okay.
Yeah.
What was some of your early or better memories?
The one that sticks out is the one Chris Shep, I think, blocked Bulliard and put the ball up, smacked it off the wall. That's the night we clinched the Ohio Conference here at home.
Okay.
We beat them both times that year. It was great.
Now, was Shep on your squad, or was he older than you?
He was a junior. He was a junior. He was a year behind us as seniors.
Okay. Yeah.
And he moved up. He played. He wasn't one of those JV varsity kids. He played full time, legitimate player.
Now, I believe when he graduated, he had the scoring record, one single game scoring record. That was 47 range, something like that.
I think you're right. That sounds about right.
And then I think Tim Wade broke it when I played with Timmy.
Wade, yep.
I think it was 51. Timmy did, I believe.
51 or 53, yeah.
And then I think it's now 54 or 57 is Jordan Jennings, I believe, right?
Yeah. Jaime's boy there, the announcer here at FHS, yeah.
So, some of my memories early on was, you see these little kids sitting over here in the front row. I was that little kid watching the Jimmy and the Hollingers, and you guys were my idol, man. I couldn't wait to be a Fairless basketball player by watching you guys, and didn't realize your moves on the post were insane. Like, I was pretty decent in the post. I could shoot the ball from distance and that. I remember, I think it was a pickup game or it was an open gym or something. I was already a sophomore, I think. Right there on that low post, I come down to guard you on the low post, and you were disappeared at it. You know what I'm talking about. You've seen him do that.
Oh, yeah.
He put me in a spin cycle, and incredible.
Right.
Jim, I was trying to figure out top 5 players here of all time. It's really hard to figure that out, but I look at it different if I'm putting a top 5 together. By position, you could easily say we'll do the top 5 scorers, so I don't want to disrespect the top 6, 7 scores.
Right.
But this is my squad. I'm looking Penland at 1, Mercer at 2, Wade at 3. I got you the nod at the 4, brother.
Fair enough.
You're in there for me, and Roger Romaneric at the 5.
Well, see, here's the thing about Coach Round. He'd stand at the jump circle in the center of the court during our practice, and he'd launch which would be Popovich's 7 now, and he'd make every single one of them.
Yeah,
every single one of them.
So
And Remen Eric's, he could be a 2 without handling the ball.
Yeah.
If he gets set up on the wing, he could score from, anywhere.
yeah,
But Coach Rem, absolutely. Top 5 for sure.
and he has some serious hops, right?
Serious.
I mean,
serious.
I've heard rumors, and I know for sure I've touched the top of that square about 12 feet up.
Right.
I heard rumors that he was darn near at the top of the board. Is that pretty accurate, or? Is that
before his knees went to, went to dirt. But yeah, absolutely. And he's still a great guy.
Yeah.
Right.
So Bobby, what else, man?
It's just a great time to come back. It's hard to believe this place is going to be gone.
Yeah, it is.
It's sad.
I was trying to find out what some of the plans are. I think they're selling parts of the bleachers, so fundraising. Talking to Coach Youngman, I think they're gonna. This is kind of all segmented, glued, one piece at this point on the floor. But it sounds like they're going to try to figure out how to cut out at least the bird and frame that and put that up somewhere. And
it's a shame because hands down, played on a couple handfuls of courts.
Great
when
place
I
to
have
play.
played, and it's just one hell of a court. And it's just, one of the best places to play. And it's electric here when,
absolutely.
Fan-wise, it's electric. Always decent community support, if not the great.
Yeah.
Especially when we played.
Right.
And, students filled it up. You couldn't even get a seat.
I remember whenever my grandparents lived, at the old 8th grade school over here in that yard that went across. My grandparents lived there. My mom grew up in that house. And when you guys were playing, this place was so darn packed. The parking was all the way over there. Yep. We would just park in my grandma's driveway and walk because this place was wall to wall.
Yeah, for the size of school it is, hands down, this is one of the best courts I've ever played on. Not comparing it to the field house, but, because that's totally different. But, this place was a great place to play. Shooter's gym.
Yep.
Nothing distracting you on the walls.
Right.
That all played for, good, successful Fairless basketball.
Yeah, and that's something, I didn't necessarily, I knew this was a good environment. I knew it seemed like a great court. Those are things I didn't totally realize until I started going to other games. And I just went to the St. Ed St. V game at St. V. And they've got like 4 rows on the walls and then behind the hoop, and that's it.
That's it.
And I'm like, that really puts it into perspective how good of a gym this is.
Oh, it's a great gym. For the size school it is, absolutely. The floor is just, there's not one dead spot anywhere in it. Other than when we played, remember, Bobby, when we had to go sit on the visitors' bench and the roof leaked. Other than the roof leaking, I think that, the gym was A1.
Yeah.
So we had a bucket there. We were all kicking the bucket during a timeout, and the water would spill. And, Coach Snyder at the time, gave the visiting team our bench, and we went over there because, man, the roof, snow melt,
Yeah.
That was it. And,
a lot of good athletes come out of here.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of good athletes.
Yeah.
All the way back, even in, it's crazy to think like the Pomnios and the Colucci's on the court tonight. They're third generation.
Third generation.
Third generation athletes here, and in some way I'm a little bit bummed, that my kids aren't here, to go through that. But I'm just, you feel at home when you come back here.
Yeah, absolutely. You brought up a good point about when you were a kid, you were sitting over there. And that's the key to, I think, any successful basketball program.
Yep.
Getting the fifth and sixth graders interested in it and getting them hungry.
Yeah, the Little Falcon
different
program.
game now than when me and Bobby played. But still, it's a great sport. Just staying up here watching a high school game, and everything that's happened in college and pro ball. This is still a great game.
I think that bodes well at any sport. I was like that with baseball. The baseball program here was amazing.
Amazing.
I got to be a 10-year-old watching Jim Bruni play baseball. One of the best amateur baseballs ever around. And the program ran by Coach Griffith, and looking forward to that. And then me sitting over there wasn't by accident. I watched you play when I was little. Started out when I was 5-6 years old, watching Jimmy Penland play over at there. But like you said, Coach Baviro had a program for the youth.
Yeah.
I
Yes, he
was
did.
a young guy out here shooting foul shots with the team, and it was just completely awesome to do so.
Great coach.
Great coach. And we're back in action here now with start of the second half, 35-24. And Jim, thanks, brother. Love you, brother.
Thank you.
Hey, good to see you.
talking to you.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate you coming on. That was Jim. That was Jimmy Masaki there from the '84 team, as well as Bobby Copeland, point guard, on that same team. I've got Jim Masaki ranked. Thanks, brother. I got Jim ranked in my on my starting five if I want to pick up starting five. So a couple of my relatives there, Penland and Masaki, are both. I get the nod as top five, at least by position there. So pretty cool that he was able to be here and come on. He's not always in the area, so it was great that he was able to come around and say hello to me. A couple other sponsors here is C.H. Vallis & Associates, Lindsay's Pizza, McNeil & Sons Tree Service, finally HereOhio.com, Leathernecks Nation, MC, and also Hilscher Clark Electric Company, and Eagles FOE 190. And while I was talking, Pomnio got his 21st point of the game. 7:06 here left to play. 40-26 Fairless. Fairless going right to left on your dial here. It may be actually left to right with the video you got from the Falcons' nest. I'm on the other side of the court here calling the game this way. And a quick turnover there by the Falcons, and Poochie Snyder now brings it up across the timeline into the forecourt here. Canton South now top of the key, kicks it back over. Tavon Castle, 15-foot, kicks it back out, kicks it back into Castle. Castle kicks it to smooth Poochie Snyder. Poochie Snyder, good ball fake. Little Euro half step and rebounded by Brody Pomnio. 6:39 to play. Fairless up 40-26. Pomnio across the timeline. Inbound pass picked off. Entry pass, rather, by Poochie Snyder. He goes coast to coast and gets his 2 points there. 6:15 to play. 40-28. Fairless has got to be careful here. They're now only up 12. They've got to clean it up. They've had a lot of turnovers. And Brandon Pomnio does a nice spin move, goes to the rack, and gets fouled. And he's going to go to the line for two. And that's the second foul of the half already for Canton South. Student section in full. It's a full house here, folks. Always is a full house. I don't ever remember playing here when it wasn't, or being here when it wasn't. Always good community support, both football and basketball. 6:03 here. That foul shot was second foul shot was missed. Actually, both foul shots were missed. 40-28, Fairless. 5:50 left to play here in the third quarter. Poochie Snyder dribble drive. Covered that ball like a football and did a little up-under layup, and that's good. Falcons by 10. 5:41 to play. This guy's got to clean it up. This is a big game. We definitely want this W. Last time on this court. Canton South now in the Federal League. And got a little bit out of control there. Try to spin move. Pomnio on the travel. 5:28 to play. Falcons by 10. Poochie Snyder now going to push it across the timeline into the forecourt. Guarded by Brody Pomnio. That's nothing new. They've been doing that for years. Dribble, drive, pass, almost a kick. Loose ball picked up by Tavon Castle. He slows it up, throws it down to the low post. Ball fake, head fake, travel, double dribble. Falcon ball and another turnover by Jordan Fitzgibbon. Not necessarily just him, just the Canton South is, we're trading turnovers right now, not buckets. 5 minutes to play, 40-30 Falcons. Carson Colucci quarterbacking it, if you will. Dishes it in to Brody Pomnio. Brody couldn't handle it. Tavon Castle got in there and made him turn it over out of bounds. So it is Canton South ball, down by 10. 4:50 to play in the third quarter. Finally here, Ohio.com. Chris McCready's and his team has over 30 years of experience. Give them a call. And Canton South on the 3 ball, no good off the back iron. Rebound Falcons, Giovanni Moore, another rebound. Kicks it over to Pomnio. The Pomnio brothers get it across half court, down low. Luke Schleball back to Pomnio. Went up for the foul, got absolutely hammered. Delayed call, but they did call a shooting foul. So Brody Pomnio is going to try to score his 22nd point of the night at the foul line with 4:22 to play. Falcons up 40-30 at the Falcons' nest. All kinds of birds in the house tonight. And the first one is up and good. Eagles FOE 190. They're located in Massillon at 303 Weirich Boulevard Northwest. Give them a call, 832-7385. And the second one is good. Pomnio with his 23rd bucket of the night. 4:17 to play. Canton South half court. Taking their time, setting up their offense, motion offense. Deep 3 ball, Pucci. Shot it short, off the rim. Got a roll, no good. Rebound by Fitzgibbon. He went back up and he got fouled on the putback by Luke Schleball. And that's going to be Andrew Gill into the game, who hit a 3 ball here in the first half. So he can stroke that 3 as well. First foul shot up, and it's good. And let's see, Luke Schleball is going to get a breather. He's a 6'2 junior. One thing about these Falcons is they're very young. I'm only seeing actually 2 seniors, which is the Pomnios are the only seniors on the team. So other than the Pomnios, everybody will be back. And turnover Falcons. Fitzgibbon picked one off, went to the rack, got fouled by Pomnio. And it's 42-32 Falcons. Like I said, they're going to need to clean that up. First one up and good. 42-33 Falcons, 3:54 to play, third quarter. The story on both sides of the ball is turnovers at this point. Not a high-scoring game necessarily. A lot of turnovers, both sides of the ball. More contact. Fans want a foul. No call. Pomnio gets into the lane, kicks it out. 3 ball. No good. Gill a little bit long. Pomnio diving on the court. Saved it. And now they're going to say he was out of bounds, and it's going to be Canton South ball. So a lot of things back and forth happening here, folks. 3:38 to play. Falcons up 42-33 in the third quarter. Canton South taking their time to set up. Running a little half-court motion. Off to the right wing. Fitzgibbon, dribble, drive to the rack between 4 Falcons. No good. Swatted by the Falcons, rebounded by the Falcons, and here comes Pomnio, and he did a great job. Chris Paul, saw the guy was out of position, dribbled into Fitzgibbon, and forced him into another foul. That's Fitzgibbon's 3rd foul of the game. Great recognition there by Pomnio. Now he's asking for help to get him a pick so he can get this ball across half court here. Pomnio across the timeline, into the forecourt. Another foul again by Fitzgibbon, and that's his 4th foul, folks. So 3:08 left in the third quarter. You got to figure the coach is going to pull him with his 4th foul. He picked up 2 real quick, and might be getting a tech here in a moment. And he is subbed out. That's going to bring in Tanner Bunish, and the Fairless Youth Faithful is giving him the business on some verbal there. 3:05 left to play, 42-33 Fairless. Pomnio, nice dribble, drive, patience. Back to Pomnio in the right wing. Top of the key, Pomnio. Breaking to Brody. Got to be cool that those two play together. Pomnio, I bet he's going to stroke a three here. We'll see. Good ball fake. Kick out, 3-ball. No good. Off the iron. That was Carson Colucci, a little bit short. 2:35 to play. 42-33 Falcons. Spin move. Pucci to the lane. Got fouled. Didn't see much contact there, but they did call the foul. That's going to be Fairless's third foul of the half.
Fouls on number 5 for Snyder at the line, shooting 2.
Pucci Snyder at the line. He's going to have, that ball was in shooting motion, so he's going to have 2 shots. The first one short off the front iron. No good. 2:31 to play. Falcons up 42-33. Second foul shot on the way for Pucci Snyder, and that one's good. Canton South again picking up half-court pressure, man-to-man pressure, and got his pocket picked there and got hacked. And that was actually a good foul in that situation. It was one-on-one. He was out of position, and he went ahead and fouled him, and that was actually good in that spot. So they will go to the line. Fairless's 4th foul of the half. 2:22 to play. And timeout. Canton South timeout. It's a 30-second timeout. Falcons up 42-34. Now the cheerleaders are going to get the student section into the game. Number 1, here we go. McNeil & Sons, Tree Service, FinallyHereOhio.com. Eagles, FOE, number 190. Hilscher Clark Electric Company. Also, C.H. Valles and Associates. Lindsay's Pizza, if you haven't had their breakfast pizza, it's to die for. McNeil & Sons Tree Service. FinallyHereOhio.com and Leathernecks Nation MC. FinallyHereOhio.com, they sponsored our halftime show. Spirit of Stark will sponsor our post-game show. Really cool to have couple former players, former friends on. Coach Youngman, who is always a wealth of knowledge. 2:22 to play. First foul shot up and good. It's only a 7-point game now, folks. Second one off the front iron, no good. Rebound, Fairless. Giovanni brought another one in. And Brody Ponio across the timeline, telling everybody to get back. He's going to go ISO, dribble, drive, kick out, 3-ball in the air. He got it! Carson Colucci for 3. 45-35 Falcons. That was a huge bucket. 1:55 to play in the third quarter. Down left wing, buckets. Pucci Snyder drained a 3-ball right away. Quick answer. Fairless is going to push it across half court. Back over, 3-ball again. Colucci, no good. Front iron. Pucci Snyder with the rebound. He's going to bring it across half court. And both teams are pushing the pace here. Pucci almost got a turnover there. Brody Ponio all over him at the top of the key. Now they kick it back over to Hubbard Ray. Hubbard Ray kicks it out top of the key. Tanner Bunish has the ball, looking for help. Back over to the right wing. Will Sadler goes into the high post, picks his ball up, kicks it back right wing. Pucci Snyder help back up top of the key. Left wing, 3-ball in the air. They got it. Allen Hubbard Ray, 6'1" junior, just reined one in. 55 seconds left. It's only a 4-point game now, folks. All kinds of pressure here. Falcons in the half-court offense, and that one, Pucci and Pomnio thought they were on the football field there. Another foul. Pucci Snyder just picked up his 3rd foul. And that's a team 6 foul, so one more and they'll be in bonus. Brandon Ponio gets the top of the key, sends it over to his brother Brody. Brody taking his time, letting everybody spread out. 33 seconds left. Looks like they're going to try and take the final shot of the third quarter. Up 4 points. Open down low, didn't take it. Taking their time, going this Fred Neal full four-corner spread. And Pomeo got in the lane, got a shot, got it up. No, got his own rebound and stuck it back, made the bucket. 11 seconds left. Canton South coming across now, half court. 8 seconds left. Poochie Snyder directing traffic. 5 seconds, 4 seconds. Poochie at the top of the key, out of position. Good defense by the Falcons. And they got a shot off, and it was not a good shot. Great defense by the Falcons there. Great stick back by, Brody Pomeo missed his shot there, that 15-footer. Got his own board, stuck it back. And now after 3, it is 47-41 Falcons. I want to thank C.H. Ballas and Associates, Lindsay's Pizza, McNeil and Sons Tree Service, finally HereOhio.com, Leathernecks Nation MC, the Meduse chapter. Also, I want to thank Eagles FOE number 190, Hillshire Clark Electric Company. 25 seconds left here before we start the fourth quarter and final quarter ever in the Falcons' nest here. I believe they're going to keep their same address, but they're going to be down the hill from here. And we got some Canton South cheerleaders doing flips. And folks, they're doing a 50-50 here now, about to announce that. It is 47-41 Falcons. And folks, this is the final 8 minutes after 57 years. Over 3,300 games, multiple practices, multiple sports, multiple gym classes. Just a great environment. You heard some folks say how great this court is and how it's always been a great environment. But we are now down to the final 8 minutes. And Canton South comes out, goes down low, missed a layup, and rebounded by Fairless. Falcons bring it across the timeline into the forecourt, over to Braden Pomeo, up to the top of the key to Brody Pomeo. Brody directing traffic at the top of the key. Waiting for an ISO, waiting for a pick, dribble, kick to the right, and a motion. All the way, swing it back all the way around. Carson Colucci. Brody Pomeo, ball fake, got hacked again, no call. Back over to Brandon Pomeo, no shot. He went to the rack, and it was definitely a charge. It was a proper call. He was set there, so a little bit out of control. Took about an 8-footer, but he charged. Falcons still lead 47-41, final 7-18 ever here at the Nest. Can't say that enough, the history here at Fairless. How many great players played. And Canton South dribbled down into the low post. And they made the bucket. It's 47-43. Pomeo stroked a 3 from 25, no good. We got a foul on the floor by Andrew Gill. And I just heard I might have the head coach, A.J. Sarball, come on here in a moment. So sorry for the pause and action there, folks, but there was a foul on the floor, and now Canton South put Fitzgibbon back in the game. I think I would try to get him in an ISO and put him in a foul situation. Dribble, drive to the rack, double rejected by the Falcons. Back up, top of the key, rebound, they got it, and they shot it. No good on the 3-ball. Falcon rebound, Carson Colucci. 6:20 left in the game, in the history. Falcons up by 4, 47, and they threw it away. Fast break, down low, Fitzgibbon. Ball fake, head fake, up to the rack, no good. Stick back, he got it. It's now a 2-point game. Falcons across the timeline, into the forecourt, and thankfully, head coach called a timeout there. Brian Morrison called a timely timeout because we got involved in a coffin corner over there, got trapped, threw the ball away, but the timeout was called prior to that. Falcons are only up by 2 at this point. I think we're going to need to get the ball into Brody Pomneo's hands, get an ISO going, maybe set him a pick and get him a good shot. We're up 2 points here. I also think that if we get a situation where Fitzgibbon is on the ball, I think we need to go to the rack and put him in a spot where we can foul him out. We got 5:55 to play left here in the game, in the history of this gym. Falcons up by 2. They're going to inbound at a half court, and they do get the ball in Brody Pomneo's hands. Going to work the motion, set a couple picks, off to the left wing, back up, Pomneo, top of the key. Pomneo waiting for some motion to happen. Everybody's standing around, working some time, taking some air out of it. Giovanni Moore, top of the key, back over to Pomneo. Pomneo down to the corner, and Pomneo stick, give and go. Back, top of the key, Carson Colucci, 3 ball, he got the hit! He hit it! He hit it from the parking lot, 50-45 Falcons. That was a huge bucket, 5:17 to play, 50-45 Fairless. Canton South now working the ball around. Taking their time to set up. The pace has gone a little bit slower now, folks. Taking the air out of the ball a little bit. Setting up, winding some clock. Fitzgibbon with the ball on the right-hand side. Ball fake. Goes into the lane. Oh, interesting. Awkward-looking play, but it worked. He got it down low. And that's a bucket. I think it was Tavon Castle on the bucket. Carson Colucci bringing it up. Half court. In entry pass was a problem. And got it knocked away. Turnover. And he traveled, no call. Off, rebound, Pomneo. Pomneo pushing it. He has numbers, he's gonna slow it up and kick it out, set it up, top of the key. Right wing here. Back over to Colucci. Colucci to Pomneo. Pomneo top of the key to Schleball. Schleball over to the right. Fairless just working around Colucci. Another 3, he got hacked, no call. And deep 3 ball, no good. Deep rebound. And there was a foul on that loose ball. Jordan Fitzgibbon is going to go to the line. Falcons up 3, 50-47. I think we need to get the ball into Pomneo's hands. When he hasn't handled the ball, we have struggled with turnovers. And he missed, he got the roll. He made the first. Second one about to come. Falcons up 50-48. They've been leading this whole game. Now it's a 1-point game, 50-49. Falcons have need to clean this up for sure. .357 left to play. Dribble drive, top of the key. Pomneo falls down on the court, passes to his brother. His brother's going ISO. Good ball fake. Pomneo looked like he traveled, got away with one, no call, and again, turnover almost. Pomneo's got to be the one to handle the rock at this point, I believe, and they come flying up and throw an elbow on to Pomneo, and he's going to go to the line. Falcons in the bonus. And so Pomneo's going to go to the line for the 1-and-1, looking for his 26th point of the night. First one, no good. Rebounded by Pomneo. Good layup. What a move! What a move by Pomneo. He missed a foul shot, got it back. Nice little floating George Gervin finger roll. Bucket good. Canton South out of the right wing. 3-ball, no good. Rebound, Canton South. Fitzgibbon again. Got the rock, went to the rack, got foul going, so he's going to shoot 2 with 3:12 left. 3:12 left. Falcons up 52-49. Falcons got out to a big early lead. They've been leading the entire game. And the first foul shot, he got the roll again, so it's 52-50. Fairless still has the lead. Second foul shot to come here. 3:12 to play in the history of this gym. And the second one is good as well. Falcons now have a 1-point lead, 3:10 left, 52-51. Pomnio has it, dribbles down, passes to his brother on the left wing. Gonna run motion. Good back pick and pass. Got picked off. And then Fairless got it, threw it out of bounds immediately. They couldn't handle the loose ball. And Canton South is going to call timeout. And this has now become a battle, folks. Battle of the Pac-7. Fairless is 8-10 overall. Canton South is 9-9 overall. Conference play, Falcons are 3-8. Conference play, Canton South is 7-4. While I have a moment here, go through some things. Got a Fairless cheerleader doing some flips. And excuse me for a second, folks. I want to find this list of scores, all-time scores. So the men's all-time leading scorer is Chad Mercer. Played in '95, had 1,440 points. Then it is Jordan Jennings, who I think has a scoring record here. I think it's 54 points in one game. He's second all time, 1158. Austin Wyant played in 2015. He has 1151. And then we've got Tim Wade, who I played with, was an amazing shooter. It's the reason why I couldn't get on a court until I was a senior, because I played by him. He has 1,040 points. Matt Hollinger, 1,034 points. Roger Remenerick, we talked about him, probably top 5 player here in history. He has 1,015. And then Christian Simmons has 1,011 points in history. I'll talk about the girls here in a moment. And Canton South comes across, down low on the base, and they took a charge. Great, great job. Luke Schleball on the post. Took a charge from Tavon Castle, and that's his 5th foul of the game. He's out. So one of their starters is out of the game. Falcons now with the ball up 52-51. That charge, if that ends up winning this game, would make sense for this type of community to win the game on a charge. 2:28 left, 52-51. Falcons working the motion. And they just called a travel on Pomnio. They haven't called that all day long. Bad time for that to happen. 2:24 left, 52 Falcons, 51 South. Canton South now bringing the ball across the timeline into the forecourt. Guarded, Poochie Snyder guarded by Colucci. Trying to cross Colucci up. Not working. I'm sorry. Pomnio is guarding. Working their motion. And we got a timeout mid-play by Canton South. Folks, this is going to go down to the wire. 52-51. Falcons are up. Canton South ball. 2 minutes left to play. I'm going to talk about the ladies who have their final game here on Saturday. Talk about some of the scores there. Tracy Vorshak had 1,050. Then it is Grace Lyon, 1,065. She played here last year. Let's see. Then we've got Amy Bratcher, 1,067. Then we have, let's see, Kelly Clayman, 1,169 total points in her career. Allie Lehman, 1,202 total points. Let's see, Barb Spurgeon, you heard her name brought up. Her brother was also a great golfer, good player, but Barb Spurgeon had the record for years. She scored 1,429 points. And then Lindsay Gott has the overall total record, and she played her in 2006, and she scored 1,709 points. Also a third-generation Falcon family here. And 2 minutes to play. It's Canton South ball. The enter pass, fake 3 ball, dribble, drive, and it's great defense again. They had 2 guys there on that dribble drive. Shot was short. Falcons ball. Full half court man-to-man pressure still by Canton South. 1:43 to play. This could be a huge possession. We definitely didn't need this one. 1:36 to play. Throw it down to the low post. Carson Colucci going to bring it back up to the top of the key. Going to set back up. I think we need to get something for Pomnio on this. Maybe something to the rack. And a steal by Poochie Snyder. He stepped in that passing lane and made the layup full court. They saw that coming, stepped in that passing lane. Falcons behind for the first time. 53-52. Canton South leading, 1 minute to play. Pomnio, top of the key. Over to Colucci. Colucci down low in the lane. Got it blocked by Fitzgibbon, and we tie them up immediately. It should have been a jump ball. They called a foul. Should have been a jump ball. Called a foul on that. Kind of ridiculous play call, actually, folks. I don't see how there's going to be a foul there. All we did is step in there and grab the ball. But it's going to be a 1-and-1 for Canton South. Fitzgibbon has barely made some foul shots here, but they have gone in a little bit. Canton South up 53-52 over Fairless. First one on the way. He hit it. 54-52. Canton South leading in this final boys game here ever in the Falcons' nest. And here's the second one, up, on the way, and he hit it. Falcons inbound, 51 seconds left, down 3 points. Pomnio across the timeline into forecourt. Coach is telling him to go, 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 do motion. They're going to motion, kick it over, almost picked off again. Coach needs to call timeout or something on, almost threw it away again. Pomnio was open. Poochie Snyder has stepped up his defense. He picked off the last one. He nearly got that one there as well. Pomnio, top of the key, guarded by Fitzgibbon. Contact, nothing. And Pomnio went up for the shot. And all kinds of chaos happening. Pomnio went, got the shot blocked. Canton South nearly got the ball. Loose ball. Luke Schleball dove on the ball on the court. Nearly a jump ball. Falcons called timeout quickly. Less than a minute to play here. Falcons down 3. It's 52-55. Fairless has led the entire game until about 12 seconds ago. The fans are getting into it. Student body's getting into it. Cheerleaders are getting into it. I think they probably need to do something quick. I think at this point you take whatever shot you have. If you can get a quick 2, get your quick 2, and then try to steal on the inbounds. And then if you don't steal, then you foul at that point. But they're down by 1 score, 55-52. But we'll see what the philosophy here is. I think they'll probably take whatever good shot they have. I would assume they'll try to go to the rack first. Exciting game, folks. Would be a shame if we drop this one with that big early lead. Pomnio has 27. He's carried us for most of the game. Turnovers have killed us. I don't have official stats, but we've had quite a few turnovers. Pomnio, top of the key, and Fitzgibbon just fouled out of the game. And that's going to put Fairless at the foul line. Took no time off the clock. That's exactly what you want. So now, folks, in this situation, I think maybe 25 seconds left. Pomnio's got a 1-and-1. You definitely want to make the first. And depends on coach's philosophy. He might say make the second if you can. And then we'll foul on the inbounds. Or he might try to miss the second and do a stick back, but definitely need the first. First one up, on the way. Nothing but net. Pomnio with his 28th point of the night. Falcons down 53-55. 2-point game with 25.3 left. And it looks like he's going to try to make this shot, taking his time, up, and it's good. Nothing but net. Timeout, Canton South. Falcons within 1. That really helped us that they did that immediate foul, and their top 2 players are now fouled out of the game. So I think at this point, with their top 2 being out of the game, I think you look to definitely steal that inbounds pass, and maybe wait a few seconds and see if you can get a steal, because their top 2 ball handlers are out of the game. Falcons down by 1. What a game, folks. I want to thank C.H. Varsity and Associates, Lindsay's Pizza, McNeil & Sons Tree Service, Finally Here Ohio.com, Leathernecks Nation MC, Eagles FOE number 190, Hilshire Clark Electric Company. And here we go, folks. Inbound pass. They got a guy deep, nothing. Inbound. And Falcons are in a full court pressure. They should just keep this pressure up. 20 seconds left, and they lost a guy deep. Now you got a foul. All right, they did what they need to do. They nearly caused a 10-second violation, nearly stole the ball. Unfortunately, that's our 10th foul, so that's going to put them in double bonus. They're going to have 2 shots. Falcons down by 1. Hopefully they can miss both of these. .9 seconds left in the game. First one up. First one good. Falcons down by 2. Luke Schleybaugh checking in the game for Andrew Gill. Falcons have 2 timeouts left. 17.9 left. Second shot up. Second shot no good. Rebound. Falcon rebound. We got a guy leap, and he threw it away. He threw it away. He threw it away. And then they threw it out of bounds, but they called the foul on Fairless prior to. So that is going to be 2 shots. With 9.5 seconds left, Falcons had an opportunity. We couldn't bring that foul shot in, that missed foul shot. Loose ball scenario. They had a guy deep. He just didn't throw it deep enough, and it got picked off. Took a lot of time off the clock. First foul shot up. First foul shot was a brick, and it somehow went in, hit the back of the iron, and somehow went up in the air and went back in. So the first one is good. Falcons down 57-54. 2 timeouts left. 10 seconds left. Second one, good. Falcons down by 4. Palmio, 3 ball, in the air. No good. Rebound Canton South. And that's going to be pretty much the game, folks. 0.2 left on the clock. Canton South celebrating. Falcons led the entire time. Tough way to lose the final game here. Came down to too many turnovers for the Falcons. We did a good job of fouling out their top guys. This was a really good game. It's 58-54. Canton South has 2 shots here at the end. 2 foul shots with basically no time on the clock. I don't think we can even actually get a shot off at this point. So this is semantics at this point. Poochie Snyder hit the first one. You've heard Poochie Snyder all night tonight. I'm sure you're going to hear his name all year come next season in football. We'll have Carson Colucci back for football. And that's going to do it, folks. The final game at the Falcons' nest. Falcons drop 1. A tough loss, tough way to lose. Their final 59-54. Canton South over Fairless. Still a good game. Still proud of these guys. Really, really cool event. Great to see so many former players, former teachers, former students, former friends, or actually friends from then, not former, but I just haven't seen a lot of them in a while. I'm glad you joined us, folks. We're in the Stark Media YouTube stream. Our sponsors, C.H. Varsity and Associates, Lindsay's Pizza, McNeil & Sons Tree Service, Finally Here Ohio.com, Leathernecks Nation. This post-game show is brought to you by the Spirit of Stark. I mentioned Leathernecks Nation, also Eagles FOE 190 and Hilshire Clark Electric Company. Final score 59-54. Falcons drop their final game. I plan on being here, folks, on Saturday for the final girls game. I don't believe we're going to call the game for the Falcons. Great effort. Brody Pomeo had